Scorpios, welcome to your mid-month reading for November 2019. This is the period of November 15th until November 30th. And keep in mind, this is a general reading, so this could be about love, family, friends, finance, business. I'm going to be doing a little bit more of a different format for you guys. Okay. And if this resonates, consider a personal reading. Rates, info, and email are below. Okay. So, Holy Spirit, angels, guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity for Scorpios, November 15th to November 30th, 2018. I hope I didn't say 19. I've been doing and it doesn't really matter, but for your purposes. Alrighty, so can you please show me general atmosphere? And I'm changing up my format a little bit. This for the mid-month. I want to see how this goes. Okay, what surrounds you guys right now? Your general environment. Current environment is the sun. Can you please show us their challenges? What are their challenges? Challenges, the Six of Pentacles in the upright. Can you please show me what advice you have for Scorpios for November 15th to November 30th? We have the Seven of Pentacles in the upright. And can you please show us how Scorpios will be moving forward in regard to this reading? Okay, we have the Seven of Swords in the upright. All right, so the general atmosphere, we have the Sun card. So the Sun card is telling me that things are going really good for you guys. I mean, right now, what's surrounding you, it's great. Everything's sunny. Some of you might be planning a trip to some sunny place. There's two people kind of dancing here. So, I mean, this could be a friendship. This could be, and for some reason, one person seems a little bit pulling back from the woman. I get from this. I always get this from this card. I don't know. The woman seems a little more into him than her. And this isn't necessarily a love reading. I'm just saying that I'm kind of getting this dynamic between two people, okay? Everything seems great. Everything feels great from your standpoint, your general standpoint. But I'm kind of feeling like the other person is not so sure, okay? So this could be a business partnership, a friendship, obviously, you know, a relationship, what have you. So it's really good, but I just feel like somebody has reservations, okay? In the challenge position, we have the Six of Pentacles in the upright. So your guys' challenge is reciprocity in a relationship, and that kind of goes back to this, okay? In a business relationship, it could be you putting in more than you're getting back from your partner. Excuse me, because it is in a challenge relationship, or you putting in more than the other person is, but there's an imbalance. There isn't this reciprocity, there isn't this mutual respect, there isn't this exchange, okay? So I feel like and I feel like you know, the one person is kind of, because the lady looks very in the she looks very well-to-do, and she has these children at her feet, like begging for breadcrumbs. You know, I get the Marie Antoinette, like, let them eat cake kind of stuff going on there, which is kind of crazy. And that's what I feel like somebody, you know, somebody wants breadcrumbs, at least breadcrumbs from the other person, and they're not getting that. So that's kind of your challenge, to kind of get that reciprocity going with another person. Okay, the advice here is the Seven of Pentacles, and the advice is telling you, should you keep investing in this colleague, in this partner, in this friend, whoever you have. And this guy's having pause, and you know, he's got a pen, and he's almost, you know, he's writing notes, observing something, looking at something, and I see he's writing notes, and he's wondering, should I stop here? I mean, he's almost like looking at one point. And I can never tell if he's looking down at the paper or he's looking, but I feel like he's looking here, wondering, should I add anything else to this? Or is here where I should just kind of stop and observe and sort of see what's going on? And that's what I feel like they're advising you to do. Just kind of put the brakes on this for a little while. See if they kind of step up, and they're going to do a little bit more of the work. Maybe it's time for you to stop doing so much work, okay? Now, we end this on the Seven of Swords, which is actually the Thief card. And for this deck, for the steampunk, I mean, this kid, this girl, whoever it is, has all the swords. But on her face, she doesn't look like she's trying to get away with something. She almost looks sorrowful. So it's not the typical interpretation of the sword card. I almost feel like what happens here is that somebody ends up leaving. They leave with what they came with. Okay, in whatever regard that resonates to you guys. And I don't feel like she really, she's very happy about it. She feels like it's necessary, or I feel like somebody just told her to go. But I do feel like she's exiting out of this. So moving forward from this reading, this is kind of what's going to happen. This card kind of indicates what's going to happen after you see this reading, okay? And I feel like you or the other person is just going to gather up their stuff and go, not having any other choice, not having any other recourse, because maybe you had the conversation, hey, we need to have this a little more balanced, and you just didn't come to terms in regards to that. And this causes me to believe that you guys are the ones that might be pulling a little bit away from this, trying to protect yourself from getting hurt or taking advantage of or what have you. So let's see what's going on with these clarifiers here. Could you please provide clarifiers on the Sun cards for Scorpios for the period of November 15th to November 30th, 2018? Who is this person? What is this energy? Why do we have the Sun card? As I mentioned, for some of you, it could be a Leo. The Sun card has associations with Leo. Who's this person? What's this energy? Additional messages. Page of Wands in the upright. All right. And I think this started off well. I mean, we had the Page of Wands. However, this partnership, whoever this person is, however it started off, I feel is genuine. I think with the Page of Wands, it was a very good start. It was, you know, you guys were very passionate about this. Maybe the two of you inspire each other to create. Possibly good communication between the two of you. Really youthful, really energetic. This could be a new project you guys are working on together, an investment, a relationship, and whatever it is, it had a really good start, because that's what the Page of Wands kind of is. The spark of something that's, you know, wonderful. Then we had the Queen of Cups here. Again, this starts off as a wonderful thing. I mean, the energies around it are that, you know, it's a very meaningful relationship, that you guys, one person may be a little bit more devoted, more nurturing than the other person is, just because of the dynamic we're setting up here with the Sun card, or one person is doing more meaningful work, you know, in the constructs of like a business partnership or however, and the other person not so much. And I see that too, because the Queen of Cups is pointed one way and the Page of Wands is pointed the other way. So, you know, it may be, like I said, one person, it's that lack of reciprocity that we were talking about. But this relationship happened kind of very suddenly with the Fool card in reverse. So nobody was thinking about anything when they kind of got into it, okay? This relationship, the Fool card coming in here is somebody is kind of thinking maybe, just maybe, there's some uncertainty to this relationship, and that makes sense to him kind of drawing back a little bit. And it could be that maybe somebody just, it might not have been the best decision to do this, or maybe you guys thought that it was going to go someplace where it didn't go. And again, I need to concentrate that this is a general reading, okay? Because people, they'll hear this, they'll be like, oh, it's my love relationship. It doesn't have to be. I could see this in any two people, or any relationship between two people, okay? So, but that's kind of what I'm getting, that there are doubts and uncertainties with this Fool card, and you know, maybe this wasn't a good idea, or maybe we didn't think this over as much as we should have, and maybe there's going to be some consequences to that, is what I feel like some of the conversations are that's going on here. Let's see what's going on with the Six of Pentacles. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? Who is this person? What is this energy in regards to Scorpio and their challenge? November 15th to November 30th. Additional messages, please, for the Six of Pentacles. And guys, I'm putting up my 2019 Sun Moon readings. So check my playlist for those. Make sure you put your requests up for your Sun Moon sign. Also check out my 2018 Sun Moon readings that I'm putting up. Yeah, okay. So it's better to mention that throughout the reading than beforehand. Okay, because I think some of you guys end up skipping it. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords in reverse, we have the Four of Wands in the upright, and we have the World card in reversed, okay? So there is this lack of reciprocity, because I see up and I see down, okay? I see the World card here. The World card to me is this other person does not entirely complete you, okay? There's stuff missing. And that's what I kind of get. I get that you know, they don't come full circle for you. There's parts missing. I almost see like a cog or cogs, and one of the cogs is missing a tooth. And so it's causing a little like blip in how kind of things are functioning or how they're running. And these things are very similar to cogs here. So I feel like that's the challenge. They don't entirely complete you, and you do try to figure out, why what started off so great, why are we having these blips, and what's kind of going on right now. um and the two, I'm going to skip up here to this Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is the challenge is difficult. You're kind of just figuring out what to do in regards to this. You're having a lot of confusion mentally about, I think personally it's too much information. I think you might be overthinking it a little bit, and overthinking it in a negative way. I think there's negative messages that are coming in for you, and make sure you don't decide on negative messages. I always think the best way to decide is to take your emotions out of it, your negative emotions out of it, and just think of it as a business decision, or deal with it as a business decision. But so the challenge is you trying to decide, and it not reflecting negatively, or it not causing anything negative. And I think that's where you're kind of stuck here. But there's something about this person that just, you are very connected to them. With this Four of Wands here, there's something about them. They make you feel joyous. They make you want to celebrate. There's just this seed of something, and that's the challenge for you also. The why isn't this going smoothly? Why can't we get to this other level of commitment? Why can't why can't we get on the same page about what we should do about our investment or a business, or a trip together? Okay, have you been like seeing maybe on traveling? You guys just don't travel well together. And I know that's really weird that I said that, but this castle back here makes me think of like traveling to England or something, or someplace where there's castles, and it's problematic for you guys. So I think that's what the challenge is, and it goes back to like lack of reciprocity, and one person, and that's a general kind of thing, of course, but I mean, I do feel like one person's kind of carrying the other person, or one person has more enthusiasm for something than the other person. And it's really the challenge is trying to get that at the same level, okay? Because otherwise it's just going to breed more negative feelings, okay? So can you please provide clarification on the Seven of Pentacles for Scorpios? Why the Seven of Pentacles here? Who is this person? What is this energy? Seven of Pentacles for Scorpios, November 15th and November 30th. Additional messages, please, for advice. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here for advice? Alrighty. And keep in mind, if this resonates, consider personal reading. Rates info or below. Just shoot me an email. We can set that up. Okay. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Ten of Cups in reverse. We have the Three of Cups in reverse. All right. So, okay. So I see the pause here. They're telling you kind of pause, kind of think about this. Because if this continues as it is right now, and as I said back here, things are going to snowball. They could become more problematic. So if we don't nip this in the bud and kind of get on the same page, these misaligned values that you guys have are going to be causing bigger arguments. And they're going to be affecting larger parts of your life, okay? So with the Ten of Cups, I'm getting the advice is deal with this now, instead of kind of letting it go and letting it become like a 10-headed monster, to nip it in the bud, because they're kind of saying if you don't, it'll get larger. It'll start affecting other places in your life, especially at home, okay, or family, or areas that you didn't necessarily think that it was going to affect, okay? Then we have the Three of Cups in the upright. And the advice I'm getting with that is go out with some close friends, in a very lighthearted kind of way, and talk to them. And because I think there's a heaviness with this. I think you're feeling very heavy about this, and it's breeding negative emotions. And they want you to meet up with friends and go out with friends and have lighthearted conversations. Have a few drinks if you drink, or cranberry juice if you don't, whatever. Just so you can kind of tip the scales more in a positive way. I don't want you guys being dark and brooding, and I'm worried about that kind of happening. So go out with some of the friends, lift some cups up, toast to friendship, toast to a good time, celebrate, go to that party that you wouldn't ordinarily go to or you would ordinarily withdraw from. And that's what I'm kind of getting, because we also have this King of Swords here. And the King of Swords is in reverse, all right? So, because I feel like, and he's the type of person, like, he will do anything to win. And sometimes he does it in negative ways, but I'm not entirely getting that. What I'm getting here with this King of Swords is that if you don't do what they advise you to do, your emotions could really get kind of out of hand. And if you don't kind of take care of it when you need to take care of it and address, have this pause, okay, what should I do? Should I keep investing in this? Let me figure out the conversation I'm going to have with this person about this lack of reciprocity, because it's going to spill into negative things in my life. Let me talk to my friends. Let me hear what suggestions that they have. And I feel like because there's risk of you turning in this King of Swords and you just blowing up, because the King of Swords can be a loose cannon and just like give it to somebody when they're approached, okay? Or when the subject is approached. So, the advice is take care of it as you should take care of it now in a I'm not going to say relaxed way, in a ordered, non-emotional, logical kind of way, or all this could happen is what I kind of feel like is going on. Okay, so take that time to kind of pause, reflect, watch kind of what they do and observe what they do, how much do they want to work towards something, whatever you need to find out and kind of make that happen there, okay? Now, let's see what's going on with the Seven of Swords, because I don't like how you move forward from this reading or what happens from beyond this reading. So can you please provide clarification on the Seven of Swords for Scorpios? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for Seven of Swords for Scorpios as they move on from this reading. November 15th, November 30th. So that will probably be past November 30th. Okay. Who is this person? What is this energy with the Seven of Swords? All right, so somebody is leaving because somebody's giving up. They're tired of fighting the opposition. They don't want to do it anymore. Okay, we have the Magician in the reverse. Two of Pentacles. So it's pretty much what I said. I think one person ends up leaving because they're tired of it. The Seven of Wands. They don't want to fight for it anymore. They want to give up. The Magician in reverse is them tired of skills not being used correctly, of things not manifesting, of skills not being appreciated, everything just kind of being all over the place, scattered energy, wasted time, wasted resources, somebody not showing the truth, someone not willing to be the truth, okay? And with this Two of Pentacles, it's working very hard, and that balance again. This, I think it was you guys with the Two of Pentacles, like always running around and doing all the work, always putting out the fires, always trying to do whatever you can to get the bills paid. And it was a balance, and you didn't feel like you really had, this person's support. So either you end up picking up the swords and walking away, or the other person ends up leaving because they're asked to leave in whatever context that is. Okay. So, and of course you guys have free will, so you can change this however you want to. I mean, always pay attention to the advice column in these, or the advice position that I have in these readings, because that will give you an indication of what you could possibly do to kind of change this situation, right? It doesn't necessarily have to end like this. You can see this video and your free will could kind of change things. So if it resonates with you, be sure to do that, okay? Also, if it resonates, consider a personal reading. Like I said, just shoot me an email. We can make that happen. And then keep in mind, guys, that I am uploading my weekly quickies on Instagram and on Facebook, right? Yeah, check out my playlist for compatibility readings and all of my sun moon readings. And then finally, I don't think there's anything else, is there? Sorry, I'm holding you guys up. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, and I'm on the Instago app if you have a quick answer to a quick question. So just hit me up on there, okay? Otherwise, guys, adios. Good luck to you guys November 15th to November 30th. I will see you guys around. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.